Alright, exploring Central Park on a Saturday morning with the dogs, entering at 7th Ave. Alright, go ahead. Go. So, just to clarify, before 9 a.m., you can have your dogs off leash. Just want to let all the worried people let them know right here, right now. And truthfully, before 9 a.m., Central Park is just kind of a dog park. Just walked under Dipway Arch. One of the many food carts. I will say, probably avoid anything that's cooked there and go with things in a package or drinks. Worst churro I've ever had in my life was from one of those. These are the closest public bathrooms in the south part of the park. To your left, this is, I don't know if I have the pronunciation right, but Heckscher Playground. It's a massive playground with some pretty awesome features for kids. Cool climbing areas, bunch of swings, slides. The whole deal. And this area down here is actually called Children's District, I believe is what they call it. Got a lot of things that are just kid-centric. You have the Heckscher Playground. We'll come up to Central Park Carousel. To the right, where we're not going to go, there's the ice skating rink. There's ball fields, where there's often kids' sporting events. Just lots of kid-centric things in the southern part of the park. Scout, get out of there. Sorry. Scout was trying to steal stuff from someone's bag. So to the left here, some ball fields. Kind of see them off in the distance. Sunny always trying to stay close to me. She's a good dog, so is Scout, but Sunny in particular always tries to stay close to me. So here's a better view of the ball fields. A couple different ones. You'll see kids' baseball games, kickball, stuff like that. Central Park is great for dogs. They can come off leash before 9 a.m. and after 9 p.m. Tons of smells, tons of different people, tons of dogs. Lots of great experiences for them. Space to run. And this is the Central Park Carousel. It's been open for quite a long time with many different renditions. It just opened back up post-COVID about a couple months ago. There's these really cool posts here. $1951. It's closed right now, but another arch to the right here. That is Playmates Arch. Lots of really cool kind of bridges and arches and walkways in Central Park. This walk's going to be a little less steady because I'm trying to move with the dogs so they can get exercise. To the right over here, maybe hard to see, but that building is chess and checkers. So there's chess and checkers boards on all the tables. Since I've lived here, haven't been able to check it out, but I believe you used to be able to check out actual chess and checkers pieces pre-COVID. Everything kind of got turned on its head in the park, just like everywhere else in the world. Come on. Dogs got nervous of we'll walk by this statue here. It's kind of a cool statue. So to the left you have Sheep Meadow, which for a long time actually had sheep grazing in it, hence the actual name. One of the really cool things you can do in Central Park, there are these audio guides. So you can scan the QR code and you can make a call, you can look it up on the website, you can download an app, and basically there's kind of audio guided tours with lots of really cool information about the different parts of the park that you're in, and a lot of them are read by famous New Yorkers too. So Lover's Bridge, which we won't make it to today, that one's read by Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Seinfeld. So Sheep's Meadow to your left there. huge area. In the summers, it's just covered with people. Awesome volleyball courts here. Wanted to show you this statue. It's a cool statue here. Sculpted in 1866. If you can see that inscription there. Really cool statue though. So this area has a ton of American elms, and they're massive trees that have been here since the early times of Central Park. Really beautiful area. It's a little bit barren right now because it's March, late winter. But in the spring and the fall, it just creates this beautiful overlap or kind of overhang of trees, and it's a really great area. This area where I'm walking to, we're starting to come up on what's called the Literary Walk. Scout, good girl. And again, look for these signs too. They're gonna guide you where you want to go. So this is a very famous area. This is the Literary Walk. I'll just get you a nice shot down here. Literary Walk, and then further down I believe it is called the Mall. I don't know where that delineates, to be honest, but different information and statues of different writers with, plaques on the side talking about each of them. Another one over there. Like I said, this time of year, not the prettiest walk ever, but an extremely iconic part of New York and Central Park. There are many movies, TV shows that have had scenes filmed here. Many.
You watching this? I did. Yeah. However,
more statues to the right here. Another one here, women's right pioneers. Sojourner Truth, Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Stanton, solving the world's problems here. I'm not gonna keep going on the mall. I'm actually gonna go right here. Take you to some other cool areas that are a little less well known. Again, all of these elm trees that are just massive, really truly expansive. I'll turn around when we get a little further so you can see. And they're just up and down both sides. Dogs getting to sniff. Again, great for dogs. Central Park is amazing for dogs. So let me turn around and try and get perspective here. So, all these trees. Just so many of them. as you've seen, a lot of people out with their dogs. Truly, before 9 a.m., Central Park is a dog park. So if you don't like dogs, maybe come after 9 a.m. Truthfully, after 9:30, because most people let their dogs kind of roam free until about 9:30. Coming to another arch here. This one's called Willowdell Arch. And then we'll be lining up with another famous statue that you'll see in a moment here.
It'll be great.
Again, beautiful archways. This one, I mean, I like it enough, but this, oh, right into the water they go. The dogs found the one puddle of water and walked in it. That's how it goes. So to our right here we have Balto Statue. At least the movie that Balto is, or at least what Balto is based off of. Spirit of the Sled Dogs. Honestly, yeah, Balto, sorry, it is Balto. Very cool statue. I love that it's built into this rock feature. It's kind of just a really awesome. And you can see the change in the coloring on the statue, if you can notice that, kind of on the back and the tail, where people come up and take pictures and put their arms on the statue. Really beautiful view there of Billionaire's Row with a lot of the massive skyscrapers. Keep going. Come on, pups. Good girl. This way. Every lamppost, I believe there's over 1,600 lampposts in Central Park. They all have little markers on them, like so. So you can see that one says 6714. So the 67 means that kind of straight parallel here is going to be 67th Street. And then it ending in an even number means that we are on the east side of the park. So it's a very easy way to at least get some type of grasp of where you are, because it's super easy to get turned around in Central Park. It's massive, massive park. People underestimate how big it is. It's nice to at least just know, okay, I'm on near 68th Street or whatever, if you're needing to get out, or at least just get some bearings as to where you are. Nice little tip there. Park's a little quieter because it's a Saturday morning. If you come on a weekday before 9 a.m., probably 3 to 5 times the amount of dogs that there are now. Most people were out partying last night, so they'll get out later with their dogs. One of my favorite parts about Central Park, obviously, it's quiet. You're in nature. You get to deal with scenery, but you also get really awesome views of some really cool buildings. I love all of the it's kind of hard to see on that one, but you've got really cool like balconies and outdoor areas. Lots of awesome places. And we're coming up on the flagpole here. Probably won't see it today, but Scout, come on. Generally, if you come on a weekday, you'll see dog walkers with sometimes 8 to 12 dogs. One of the other cool things in the park is you have people can endow benches, so they can put little plaques here. Yeah, this one says, in memory of Sidney Pastor. A lot of them are like that, memory of people's names. Some of them like this, loving memory of Alice, who so enjoyed the park. Come on, pups, this way. Again, really nice open grass areas, beautiful trees. It's a little barren right now again because it's March, but right time of year, a lot of beautiful scenery. But if nothing else, there's open green spaces, and you don't get that anywhere else in New York.
I mean, but that shouldn't have even been something we moved to.
Sunny, come on, pup. Another little park here for kids. 72nd Street Park. Smaller, but I love the architecture. I don't know if that's the right word, but just the way they built the parks are very different than other parks you're used to seeing. Yeah, East 72nd Street Playground. Cool tire swing, little tunnels back there if you can see them. I think Central Park in New York City, they've done a great job of making the park help accommodate all types of people, all ages, all interests. Places to bike, there's places to suntan, there's parks for kids, open areas for dogs, just lots of things to do. Scout, wait. Scout. Okay, go. Scout, this way. So the nice thing about Central Park 2 is that there are not cars that drive through the main areas. This way. So it's nice to not have to worry about cars. You will get like police cars and park workers and things like that coming through, but generally you just have to look out for bikes, scooters, those types of things, which bicyclists in New York City are notoriously, excuse my French, assholes. So you just have to be aware of that. Don't ever expect them to stop, let's just say that. Especially in the park. The cycling folks who want to go 60 miles an hour in a busy park seem to think they own the city, so just be aware of that. Don't expect them to stop. So you get these kind of makeshift or unspoken dog parks. Everyone just kind of congregates. Becomes this. Becomes this little area here. So you can see tons of dogs running around, chasing each other, having a good time. So this is Conservatory Water is what it's called. Scout. If you've seen Stuart Little, this is where they do the like remote controlled boats, little sailboats. They're not out right now because it's winter, and they also didn't have them during COVID. Hopefully they'll be back this summer. Again, story of everyone's life. But really beautiful, and especially depending on the time of the day, come at the right time, you can get some awesome reflections off the water of the buildings and trees. It's really quite an iconic area. Please don't jump in. Nope, nope, nope. Come here. They're gross. So another cool Scout this way. Another cool statue here. Hans Christian Andersen reading a book with a duck. Again, you can see the difference in the colors. Everyone's come and touched this duck, touched here, and so the statue has kind of worn out over time. But it's cool. Come on. Just going to show you one more area before we turn around. There's a lone duck. Nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna keep going so my dogs don't go after it. So again, lots of things for kids. This isn't quite the children's district, but we're a little bit beyond it, but there's still lots of things for kids. So this is the Margarita de la Corte Memorial. I don't know who that is, if I'm being honest with you. But this is also an Alice in Wonderland statue. So, you know, Alice in Wonderland. The low-key, kind of creepy children's story that, did it actually have to do with someone being on acid? I don't know. That's what all the people say. Different quotes from the book. Lots of cool things here. This way? Come back this way here. So yeah, here's another one. See if you can see it. Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle, for Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his nice new rattle. So, Alice in Wonderland. I'll get you the cool view here. Coming back to the Conservatory Water. Like I said, beautiful views of the water here. You can see it. Nice reflection of some of the big, tall Billionaires Row buildings. Love this area. Come on, Scout.
Hi, Gracie. Whoa!
Exercise thing going on right here. Truthfully, don't really know what this is. You get a lot of that in the park, though. Scout. You also see a lot of people working on training with their dogs here in the morning. Again, because you can be off leash. You always love to see that. Train your dogs, folks. It's worth the investment of time. So we're going to go under another arch. Hitting a lot of them on this walk. Trefoil Arch. This one's not in great shape, but we'll walk through it regardless. Go ahead, Sonny. Go. Sonny wants to stay close to me. She's a good dog. Go ahead. Go run. Go be a dog. Yeah. Like I said, this one's not in as good of shape. It's kind of gross, but so we'll be coming up on the Loeb Boathouse. So in summers, So let me come over here and get a good view of it. So you got this restaurant here, you got nice views of the water, and then you can take these boats out. They're just rowboats. I think you can seat 3, maybe 4 people in them. You can row around the pond. If you do have dogs, don't let them go in this water. It's not safe. There are a lot of algae blooms which are toxic for dogs that can literally kill your dog very, very quickly. So don't let your dogs in it. But there are some very, very pretty views here. Again, I'll show you this. So you can get those rowboats. It's like $40. You pay 20. You give them $40. They give you 20 back when you bring the boat back. But you've got. It goes really, really far. We won't make our way there today, but it goes way out over there. You can row for quite a while. Now we're coming up on Bethesda Fountain and this beautiful area of the park. Wanted to do this walk too, just so you can see how much you can see in such little time. And I took you on a bigger loop. You can get to this fountain very, very quickly. So Scout is going to want to go in that water. This way, Scout. Good girl. So I'm just going to be keeping a closer eye on her. So I don't want that. And I'm not going to go towards the water because I don't want to have her near there. But show you this beautiful. It's empty right now because it's the winter, but again, iconic part of Central Park. You've probably seen it in a bunch of movies. I'll get a better view of it up here. Come on, Scout. And then you walk through this awesome archway. And there's just, I'll try and get some of it here, but the attention to detail really is just immaculate. Gotta kind of pause and notice these things. So you got this awesome Scout this way, more of it here, and then this way. This guy's here almost every Saturday. He's very talented. I'll stand here and let you listen for a minute. And I'll give you some views as well. This is the ceiling. You get all the bird sounds in here. There's a lot of birds that live up in. I'll walk over so you can hopefully see it. Some of it's deteriorated, but you can see birds in here. I don't want them to fly away, but you can see a whole bunch of birds up in there. So you get this awesome acoustics in here, which is great for this guy playing music. Then you also hear the birds. more shot of the ceiling. Again, beautiful area. There are also bathrooms here. I believe they're closed in the winter, but they're usually open. It's always good to know where you can go to the bathroom. Bethesda Terrace, sorry. I think I said Bethesda Fountain. I don't know if the fountain is named Bethesda Fountain. I'll get more info now. But kind of bringing it all full circle here. I love this about New York. You got people doing workouts. Making use of space. It's kind of the story of New York. So we are at the other end of where we entered. So of the literary walk. So the literary walk is where we came in. We looped up and around, and now we're at the mall. It's all kind of one in the same area. It's kind of merges together. The literary walk is just at the end. Got this beautiful amphitheater here too. It New York City Symphony one day was just playing here when we walked by. We just sat down and enjoyed it. Again, that's one of the best parts of New York, is you just stumble upon things happening, especially in the summers. In Central Park, you get it's basically like a music festival. You'll have a bunch of different musicians playing different types of music. You'll have like a drummer and a guitarist, and then you go somewhere else and there's someone playing the piano or a keyboard, and it's just, there's so much always going on in Central Park. I just want to get another shot of this. It really is a huge amphitheater. And again, beautiful architecture. So, another beautiful area. 1923 it was when this was created. Coming up on 100 years. It's kind of wild to think about. So we're getting back into this, again, iconic part. You can see it's starting to get a little more busy. People are coming out. But it's a beautiful area, especially in spring, summer, fall, much more so than right now, which is okay. But you can, again, just see these elms and how big they are. And just how much it adds to the ambiance of this part of the park. Imagine it without the trees. It would honestly be kind of weird and boring. So it's amazing. Someone had the foresight to plant a ton of massive trees in here, and we get to benefit decades later. Scout. Scout, come here. Come on. towards the end of our walk here. Just wanted to end on the loop, coming back to Literary Walk. I'll walk over to the right here, try and get a better view of Sheep's Meadow, just so you can see really how big it is. Then we'll wrap up the video. Scout. Gonna pause to pick up my dog's poop, because that's what you do. Okay, so now we're back on. And that was a super loud dog bark. I don't know if you could hear that. We'll say, gotta be careful if you have a dog in Central Park, or just generally. Sometimes you think you can trust people's dogs, and it's not always the case. Just my opinion. Love these big old mastiffs. If you can see them over there in the distance. Twin mastiffs, they're massive, massive dogs. So, coming up on Sheep Meadow here. So, just so you can see how expansive it is. If you come here in the summer, spring, fall, it's just full of people. This is where you can get a ton of sun, because there's just no buildings or trees around it, which is rare in New York. And that's Sheep's Meadow. Thanks for watching this video. Please like it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know where else you want me to walk. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.